Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And hashtag Clownfish was right. I wish we weren't, but we were right. We've been saying for about a year now that there was a storm coming for YouTube, that they've been relying more and more on their AI to recommend videos, and that a lot of smaller creators are probably going to get caught up in this, and that the end game for YouTube is probably to make the site more corporate, more friendly for big studios, and to push shorts because they don't have to share as much revenue.
Yeah, and there's so many things going on right now. Their age verification situation thing, and then people are like, "Oh, look, it's so great! Like these new creators are on the front page, and they're featuring them to try to give them a chance." It's like, no, I mean that's cool. It really is cool, but that's not what's going on. What's going on is they're putting you on the front page because you're not monetized yet, and every view you get, they get to keep all the money.
Yeah, people don't realize if you're not monetized, if you're not part of the partner program, they still put ads on the videos. They just keep the advertising money, all of it.
Right. So they're promoting people that aren't monetized a lot of times, not all the times, but a lot of times, because those people aren't going to get, they're not going to get as much money, and Google's going to get to keep a bunch of it. And that's what this is all about. This is all about Google keeping more money. And this is why they destroyed blogs. And this is why now they're coming after this, because, and in both cases, it's completely idiotic because it's like a parasitic relationship, right? You have these creators who generate all the content that you scrape or that you're making money off of. So if you kill the host, then that means you are going to die too.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think YouTube sees it that way. I think YouTube thinks they're too big to fail.
It's short-term. It's short-sightedness for short-term gains, and it all started when this new CEO came in. And if they don't do something, they're gonna blow themselves up and take everybody with them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. So let's talk about this. Talk about what's going on with YouTube. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, you get woohoo if you do.
Woohoo.
And I'm going to tell you the truth. The way things are going right now, it does not matter if you subscribe to us. Please do. But YouTube is, from all indications from everybody I've talked to, they're not showing all of the videos from channels that you have subscribed to. There's some shenanigans going on. Some people are blaming the age restriction thing that they rolled out. Some people are saying it's the AI deciding whether or not you're going to like that particular video. Even if you subscribe to a channel, it doesn't mean you're going to see that channel's content. So I am going to start pushing this a lot harder now. This was kind of our fallback.
We saw this all coming.
We saw it coming like a year ago because we saw it happen with our blogs. Go out to news.clownfishtv.com. That's news.clownfishtv.com and sign up. And every time we post a video, you will get an email notification.
It's free to sign up. It doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah, you don't have to. There is.
And you only have to go there. You only have to go sign up once, and then stuff will come to you. You don't have to like visit that website every day. You just do it once, and then you'll be alerted to the new videos.
Also, we have audio versions of Clownfish TV out there on every podcast platform, so you can check that as well. That's a little bit behind the videos, but yeah, we saw this coming. They're not sending out notifications. A friend of ours, actually, it was Jason, sent me a link to Red Letter Media. Yesterday, they put a video up, and they were talking about it. They said there are videos that they posted recently within the last month or so that should have gotten 1 million views easily, that were getting a couple 100,000 views. And they realized how they sounded. They're like, well, we'll be complaining like only a couple 100,000 views, but they're a sizable channel. They've been around for a long time.
They probably have staff and everything else. Yeah.
Views have been consistent for years. And that's, kind of the same with, we're going to talk about Linus Tech Tips too. The same thing, huge channel, staffs, views have been consistent for years. And within the last couple months, just everything has been going down, down, down. And then the last month in particular, I mean, hell, we've got videos that only did like 10,000 views. That's never happened since we've been doing this, more, not really full time, but we've been doing it a lot more, been making money at, right? So we're talking like 7-8 years. We've never had videos only do 9,000-10,000, for certain topics. I'm like, that's something's up.
Yeah, so I'm saying if you go out to the Substack link, either that, your choices anymore, if you want to really support your favorite creators, it's either you and you're not getting alerted of their videos anymore. You either have to find a way to be alerted, or you have to go every day and keep checking repeatedly. And if you sign up, it's just a lot easier for you to be alerted than you have to go constantly checking. Then you'll know when there's a video. But I also can tell you, guaranteed, at least every day, unless one of us is sick, you're going to get like 3 videos anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least 1 to 3 videos anyway. So, you know,
even on Christmas,
we've done that even. Yes. Yes.
But like, yeah, here are people retweeting Red Letter Media. They said, knew I wasn't crazy. My views have been cut in half for like a week. This is Mike Hasselhoff says seemingly every decision maker in the industry right now said, who cares if it works or not? Giant freaking robot, huge problem. Independence decimated 50% or more. You won't see videos from channels you subscribe to, even if you go directly to their page.
This, guys, if you go back and look at videos, we've been telling you this for a while because we've had this conversation with our handlers at YouTube. So we knew that was going on, and the algorithm changes. Like it doesn't matter if you subscribe to people now. I mean, please subscribe, because they might anytime this might change again, and it matters again. So make sure you keep subscribing and liking and all that, because next week they might change it again, and that might count all of a sudden.
They'll just change it back, and they won't tell. They'll change it back, and they won't admit they were wrong. This happened with Google with the blogs and stuff too. They kind of eased up a little bit on the AI overviews. And
creators need to start calling it out. Creators need to be like, oh, hell no. Because here's the thing. YouTube, the only reason they get money is because of creator videos, right? They're doing their streaming and all that shit now, trying to latch onto Hollywood. But at the end of the day, people can come to YouTube because they don't want Hollywood. That's the point. So if they want to keep these videos and they want to keep these creators so that they keep making money, the worst thing you could do is kill the creators, you know, so you make no money. I mean, that's really colossally stupid, because they want to keep the lion's share. They want to keep most of the money because they're them. No. And here's the thing. It's like they did this with the blogs too. And like you said, they had to walk it back a little bit. But you can use AI to generate stuff and to scrape people's content. But if people aren't there to write the content to scrape, then what are you going to do?
Just make it up. We'll just make up the news every day. Just make it up.
You know, people are like, you like AI. It's like, no, we never said we liked AI. What we said was, we think that as far as art goes, it is a tool when used properly, just like Photoshop or anything else, which, by the way, uses AI tools to generate stuff in Photoshop. But I guess that one's okay. There's a big difference. Like, there's all kinds of, you know, different levels of nuance to this. It's not like, you know, oh, you like AI, so you deserve it, or you don't like AI, so whatever. It's about being. There's a difference between using it as a tool to help people, and a difference in using it to steal content, using it to replace people, that kind of stuff, which we've talked about at length. I don't think it's right to train AI on stolen stuff.
No, I think it has tremendous potential as a tool, but what's going on now is we're seeing this overuse of it, and this is by tools, and the new CEO of YouTube is a disaster. The guy, I mean, everybody complained about
I don't know
Susan.
why they keep them there. I don't understand it.
Is it Neil? I don't know.
I don't know. I just know a lot of stuff started when he showed up, and it's all about how to screw people over to make short-term gains.
Yeah, that's what the whole thing is. This is short-term gains. They're potentially destroying channels that have been around for decades. Okay, it's not just, and people are like, oh no, it's because people just don't like that kind of content. It's like, no. YouTube now is choosing what to show you. They have decided they're going to choose what to show you, just like Google, which makes sense, they're owned by Google, but just like Google chooses what to show you. And again, the subscriptions don't mean much. Here's Robot Head. Robot Head said these problems are not just hurting bigger channels, they're killing smaller channels. Get ready to say goodbye to some of your favorite YouTubers. They don't want to say more. We said this. We told you. I mean, I'm not trying to be that guy. But you know what? I'm getting tired of being right all the fucking time, because the stuff I'm right about is stuff that actually hurts us and hurts other people. Because that's usually what happens. We see it coming because, we've been doing this for a while, and we're like, okay, I see what the trends are.
With the animation, people all mad at us because we said about the union stuff and the Writers Guild and all that. We kept telling you, here's what's going to happen, as people who work in corporate who's done this before. It's like, we're telling you, we're warning you so you can, maybe rethink what you're doing. And instead, it's like, you're a bunch of assholes. We hate you. And then it all comes to pass like we said it was. And they're mad. It's like, we were trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Fuck off. We were trying to help you.
It's good that channels like Red Letter Media and Linus Tech Tips are coming out and talking about it, because we know we're not crazy. People tried to gaslight us and say, you're crazy. People just don't like your channel anymore. It's like, no. We've been doing this for like 8 years now. we know something's wrong. We can see it. We can see. I mean, you can see in.
We built websites and did stuff for years before we did Clownfish.
Yes.
So we kind of know what we're talking about.
You can see patterns, and there was a 1-2 punch this year. The first hit was in May, where it seemed like that's when they started going all in on using AI to recommend content to people. And the second hit is within the last couple of weeks, which they think it has something to do with this age restriction thing. That's not showing a lot of videos because what they're doing is they're turning on, as I understand it, they're turning on people's age restriction in their settings on YouTube if they think they might possibly maybe be a minor. So if you watch
based on what you watch,
based on what you watch. So a lot of, like in our case, a lot of our people watch video game content, they watch animation content, anime, that kind of thing. Well, YouTube's AI being stupid, my understanding is they're just going to go in and potentially turn your channel to restricted, which means that any videos they deem inappropriate for minors just will not show up. They will just disappear. They won't even be on the homepage.
They won't be recommended to you either.
They definitely won't be recommended. And you're going to have to, like, I don't know if they've done that to you being whoever's, listening to this video, but you're going to have to go out and check your settings and see if the restricted mode is on, because it's a hit or miss. If they think you might be a minor, they will turn it on automatically. And that is hitting a lot of people.
The whole thing is just a mess, and it's all because Google's trying to. We're going to do this so the advertisers will advertise because it's safer, and we'll make sure we get to keep most of the money.
Yeah,
you never know for sure what you trust us, bro.
Yeah, that is the end game here, and that's what we've been telling people. And again, they thought we were crazy. We're not crazy. We're just we're not monsters.
We've dealt with this for years.
Ahead of the curve. But we said that when they said they wanted to compete with Netflix, and they were talking about how they're going to be TV and they're going all in on like sports and all stuff. It's like, yeah, they want to be brand safe. They want brand safe news. They want to push their corporate partners that they probably have TV deals with.
Yeah, and if you don't want to listen to us, like, oh, well, you're just a small channel. The bigger channels are telling you this too. See, this is what I've never understood. You got a channel that no one watches telling you, oh, it's this, this, and this, and you'll believe, and then people are like, oh my gosh, they clearly know what they're talking about, when they obviously don't. And then you have bigger channels that have been around for years telling you this, that, or the other. I'm going to tell you, you're going to want to listen to those people. If you don't even listen, even if you don't listen to us, you're going to want to listen to those people because they've been doing it for longer than we have.
Yeah,
they would know it. It's not like, I have 10,000 subscribers and I'm telling you what to think. It's like, no, these people have millions of subscribers.
Millions.
They've been doing it for a lot longer. They're saying that there's issues. Don't even have to listen to us. Listen to them. Because, they probably even know maybe possibly more than we do. We just were the ones pointing it out sooner.
So the thing, too, is that, it's not, people are like, oh, this is a political thing. I'm like, no, we've been saying since the beginning. Like, I do believe that there was political censorship at YouTube a couple of years ago, during the election, during lockdown, all that. I 100% agree with that.
100% agree, yeah.
I do not believe that's the case now because, like, one of the most watched news channels, Fox News and, like, AON, all those are getting a lot of views on YouTube. Because Fox News has a deal with YouTube, right? So they're going to get seen. I think this is about independent content creators being deboosted to allow these corporate entities to thrive, and also shorts, because they don't have to pay people as much for shorts as they do for the long form content.
And they're trying to be the new TikTok, and they're trying to.
They want to be TikTok,
They have it in their head. We're going to bring a bunch of creators over that are totally happy to just only get upvotes and that's it. And while you will have creators like that, the majority of creators that do this to constantly give them content that they can make money off of have to do this as a job.
Yeah.
So,
and that's, yeah. And we're relatively small. Like, we hire help here and there, but these guys, like, and we're going to talk about Linus Tech Tips. They've got full-time staff. So they have people that work for them that they need to make X number of dollars per month. And they're like, yeah, it's not looking good. So they're pushing memberships, I guess. Linus Tech Tips. The headline is like in English. I can't understand it. They said, Linus Tech Tips says recent video performance has dropped, with Linus Sebastian calling the channel on the struggle bus lately during the latest Wand show. Linus said some uploads are now seeing around 350,000 views in the first day and a half. As a result, he described is far below the channel's usual benchmark. He added on the show that about 3/4 of what it normally would be. People are saying that they're seeing their views decimated by half People are saying that they're seeing their views decimated by 70%. It depends on what vertical you're in, because I watched the Red Letter Media video, and I'd tell you about 17 minutes into it is when they talk about YouTube and what they think is actually going on with YouTube. They complain about the age restriction stuff at first. We get about 17 minutes into it, and they said that they think in their case, again, nobody knows because YouTube doesn't tell us shit. They think in their case what's going on is a lot of their viewers watch video game play videos too. So
or Disney in our case.
Or Disney videos, right? Or animation videos. So what they're doing is they're just assuming that it's potentially a child lying about their age or something, and then they're just not showing them a lot of content.
But here's the thing, if it's children watching shows that are normally like, okay, so they're children watching shows about like video games and stuff, and they're normally okay for kids to watch. Why do you need an age restriction anyway? You know what I mean? Like, could they actually stumble upon something bad? Yeah, but whose fault's that? The parents.
Yeah. So he reached out. This is Linus. He reached out to YouTube about a very dramatic shift and noticed that the momentum at first basically makes or breaks a video. He contrasted the last few weeks with performance 1 month ago when uploads were regularly clearing 1.2 to 2 million views. Now, I want to take a step back and say that I've noticed in our space, and it's not just us, there are several other channels too, that we started to see a decline in May, like pretty much across the board. But that's when they really started hitting the AI stuff. So I think it's just every update to their AI, then things kind of normalized for a little bit. And then last week we noticed it too. It's just like, whoa, what happened?
In my opinion, after doing this, working with Google on multiple things, my opinion is that they are using the AI, and the AI is not out there to find the best videos for you. The AI is out there to figure out the best way to give people content that gets Google the most money. And it has nothing to do with what you want to see or what that you actually would be recommended to you. It's about what is going to give them the lion's share of the cash. It also, I think that in regards to the age restriction, they're doing probably this because advertisers will feel more secure in advertising if they know that the stuff's going to brand safe videos. And they are going to cater to this with their AI placement and stuff too, because they want to make the most money possible. I just want to say though, we've never, like, very, very rarely are our videos not brand safe.
Yeah.
And we're still seeing a major, like, a drop just in the last like week or so.
Okay. So this is where it gets really weird because, again, listening to Red Letter Media and compare, I think a lot more people are going to come out now since it's really hitting them I think before they're kind of like,
welcome to the party. We've been saying it for a while.
I think they're going to be like, oh, it sucks to be you. It must be a you problem because your content's stale and nobody likes you. So then, like, no. It's hitting everybody. And it doesn't matter what your politics are. It doesn't matter, whatever. I think that because Red Letter Media said that most of their videos are brand safe too, but certain videos aren't showing up. So it could be two things could be true. It can be that the whatever the filter is, it's like, yeah, this video is technically brand safe, but the AI doesn't want to show it because it might accidentally show it to a child, or we think your audience might not react to it. And I mean, it's so bad now with...
I don't think that. I think we won't show it because it won't get us as much money.
It's not going to make us as much money. And I actually will tell you, and we had this came from one of our handlers like a couple of years ago, and they basically said that YouTube recommends videos based on how much money they think they're going to make off that video. It could be that certain verticals pay more. It could be that... advertisers want that particular video or whatever. And if you're talking about something that's not going to be, the advertisers aren't going to be lined up to sponsor, then they might just deboost it. It's all about maximum profit. This whole thing, all of it. They were chasing creators for a while, trying to monetize creators. And now they're trying to monetize the studios and the ad agencies. And that's what they want. So Linus Tech Tip said in reaction to this, he's basically taken his memberships off of YouTube, which we did a while ago too. By the way, go to news.clownfishtv.com if you're looking for the paywalled content. It is also out there. You do not have to purchase. You can just sign up just to get notified when we post shit because they're not going to tell you.
Just sign up for notifications if nothing else, because you don't have to do anything else. It'll just let you know, and then you can find it directly. So even if you couldn't find it, because they blocked it to you or whatever, you should be able to still find it with a link. So
Well, he's saying okay, so I don't buy this because again, it's about maximum profit. He's saying he thinks the members only content is cluttering up his page and that might be affecting his views. And he's going to something called float plane. I'm telling you, he's taking his membership off of YouTube because he doesn't trust YouTube. And he's smart.
In my opinion, but yeah.
But a lot of creators are doing this, like they're going to Patreon or they're going, someplace else, because at this point, like putting all of if you're a content creator, if you put all of your eggs into YouTube's basket, including your paid content, you are going to be in for a rude surprise. Like you're going to be, it's not going to get better. I mean, I don't know what else. The only way it's going to get better
is if people stand up against it and be like, the creators are like, hell no.
The users need to leave. That's the thing. Like, it's not just the creators leaving. If the creators leave, the users will leave. If the users leave, well, you're the pay pig. So we need you. But what I can foresee happening, and this has happened so many times with corporations that make disastrous decisions, is they will wait until it's too late and then they'll try to course correct.
Mm-hmm. Google. Course correct early, because if you keep waiting, your creators are going to leave, your audience is going to leave, because you can keep AI recommending, Hollywood shit to them all day long.
Yeah.
They're not going to watch it. They're not, because they're here because they don't want that to begin with.
Now, Jeff here, who is also, I believe, part of Linus, is he part of Linus Tech? I don't know. Oh, no. Budan is. Okay. I watched a lot of Linus Tech Tips. Sorry. I haven't watched it in years. But he's saying that there's some data-backed analysis of the current downturn in views for many channels, especially in tech. And I think the reason for that in tech or pop culture stuff is because it does overlap with gaming, which overlaps with animation, which overlaps with kids' entertainment. But the only way you're going to get away from it is if your channel's like just straight up hard news, and then you got
which overlaps with the media. No, I don't. I think even that's not going to work, because if it overlaps with the media in any way, and the media is desperate, and the media is probably willing to pay a lot of money to stay relevant, who's going to get seen?
Yeah. But everybody's getting hit. And I mean, I guess it feels good in some ways to have people like Red Letter Media come out.
I'd rather have been wrong, but
Yeah, this is one of those cases where I wish to God we were wrong about it, but people are starting to complain about it now, because it's definitely, here's another one. This is Second Wind. They said that within the last month, views are down for every creator I know since YouTube added more AI garbage. On this platform, what matters isn't how good a video is, but how well it fits with what YouTube's algorithm will recommend. I guess my retirement is coming sooner than I thought. A lot of people talking about just packing it in. They're like, what's the fucking point if it's going to keep going down, 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 down? I'm not there. We're not there yet. We've done a lot of things, and we're really good at pivoting, but I don't think it's going to get better. I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. I think YouTube would basically have to face an existential crisis. And right now, what they have working in their favor is there is no good, viable alternative to YouTube. And everybody's like, get on Rumble. I'm like, hey, I like the guys at Rumble. I do. But let's be honest, Rumble's nowhere near what YouTube is. Right. And there were opportunities in the past, not just Rumble, but like other platforms like Odyssey. Nobody talks about Odyssey now. There were so many opportunities that another platform could have come along. And
but Google, I'm sure, did everything they could to make sure that you couldn't. Like,
how you
when Google owns all the advertising stuff
and the search engines and the browser. And
of course, there's not another alternative that's viable, because there's no way you can. I mean, if nothing else, this is showing everyone, and like the UK now is going after Google because they own their own advertising and stuff, and it's a conflict of interest. That until stuff's getting broken up or whatever, it's going to continue to be the same. No one's going to be allowed to be a competitor anyway, because the closest thing you're going to get is Facebook. Or TikTok or something like that, because they own all the like you said, the search. They own most of the search engines. They own most of the ad spaces. Even if they have other names, it's still, you'll find like most of them point back that they're still Google owned in some way. So it is what it is.
Even your independent, like I said, your independent website, you need Google to find it. You're using a Google browser to browse it. You know what I'm saying? It's like it really is an uphill battle. And There is a YouTube competitor. It's called TikTok, and they're trying to get that shut down.
Yeah, but TikTok, it's great if you watch shorts, but they don't pay worth.
They don't pay anything.
That's just it. Like, but unfortunately, what's going to happen is people are just going to either find their own ways to do their own things, get money, or they're going to have to do something else or go in a different direction for how to monetize it or whatever, because Google just wants to keep more and more money. And, I don't think people would be so upset about Google taking a little more money if they were actually, making sure that the videos were not being throttled. And if people subscribe to you and you earn subscribers, that your subscribers actually were alerted to videos like it used to be.
Yeah. Well, here's Josh Strafe Hayes saying that, Linus Tech and Second Wind we're talking about too, that his views are down too. But like, they're blaming it's a perfect storm. It's not just the AI content, even though there is a shit ton of AI content. A lot of the AI content is actually quarantined to shorts. It's the fact that YouTube is not actively promoting channels anymore. Like if you don't go outside the box or whatever, like you're not going to pick up subscribers organically anymore. Most people
what difference does it make if you do? Because
it doesn't matter.
Literally aren't showing your subscribers the videos. Like 2 years ago, your subscribers would be alerted, oh, there's a new video.
Yeah, they would actually yell at us if we put up too many videos, because they're like, oh, my notification bell is going off like crazy, and I saw you put up like 3 videos, Dan, it's driving me nuts. So I'm unsubscribing so I don't get the notifications. I'm like, fine, I guess. I'm sorry. But now it's just like, yeah, they're not even notifying people. They're using, I think the bigger problem with the AI isn't the AI cartoon slop or whatever it's being put on the channel. The bigger problem is they're using it to decide what to show your viewers, and your viewers already said by their intention, I am subscribing to this channel, I would like to see content from this channel, and YouTube's like, nope, we don't think you'd like this video. This one might be too dicey.
We don't think we make enough money on this, but we make more money if you watch this new person who's not monetized.
The end of the day, yeah, it's about retention time too. So they're gonna be like, oh yeah, we'll recommend you this video because we think you're gonna watch it longer. And we're going to get more ad revenue for that, or the advertisers are looking for videos about XYZ things. So, and I'm sure they have a system. I mean, it's YouTube, it's Google. I'm sure they have a system set up that they're like, oh, we just had a big ad buy from whatever Coca-Cola, and they're looking for this demographic, and so we'll just show a bunch of videos, and then all of a sudden you're seeing videos from 4-year-old videos from channels you've never heard of, because that's what the advertisers probably want to advertise on. And that's what they're going to show you. So this is all about just maximum revenue, maximum retention time. So their CEO can go to these upfronts and brag about, like, YouTube's the most watched thing ever, guys. So, okay, NBC, okay, Disney, okay, whatever, spend shit tons of money with us and bring your shows over here.
And we'll make sure that people see you and not everybody else.
And that's exactly what's going to happen. They don't want you. And we put that video out like 3-4 months ago. We got so much shit. They're like, oh, Clownfish, it's just a you problem. People don't like you. It's like, no, dumbass. It's an everything problem, and we're going to see it. And people that were having that problem weren't saying anything about it because they didn't want to look like losers. They want to be like, oh, I'm fine over here. Everything's fine. But you could actually go out and see the numbers on like a Social Blade or something. Like, oh, no, their views are down like the half of what they were. It's everybody. It's everywhere. Mm-hmm. So good luck, YouTube, with that. But again, in the interim, go out to news.clownfishtv.com. I cannot stress this enough. That's probably about the only way you're going to be able to catch every video we do, and you'll get an email every time we send something out via our newsletter. And yeah, we're going to try to figure it out too. I think the days of being able to depend solely on YouTube are definitely over for a lot of people. Mm-hmm. We're going to wrap it up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.
For more pop culture news, views, and rants, go to news.clownfishtv.com. That's news.clownfishtv.com.